Part 3, we're still just messing around with our watercolor pencils and using them just like regular color pencils. Hopefully you got some sort of a color wheel going just to see how to mix colors and layer them. And just remember, it's kind of better to work from lighter to darker because lighter colors are weaker and they can get blocked out by darker colors. I know the purples are probably pretty hard to do. It would have been nicer if this just came with purple already, but I bet if we actually take a wet brush to this, then it'll mix together a little bit more nicely. So we're just using them dry now. We'll do a little color match right now. So these are my instructions for doing color match. And in your bag of supplies, you've got some like little swatches, little magazine swatches like this. And we'll just practice a little bit of color matching right now. So you're going to try and use your color pencils to actually match the color that you see. So I'm just going to lay that in front of me. And these are the rules that I like to go by. So first, I identify the hue of the color. So just what color is it on the color wheel? Is it blue or is it blue-green? Okay, mine's kind of a little bit blue-green. Then I identify its intensity. Is it really, really intense and bright, or is it dull? Mine is dull. And if something is dull, that means I need to add a complementary color. So I'm dealing with a really dull blue-green, so I'm going to have to probably dull it down with some red-orange. Okay, and then I have to identify its value. So if it's a tint, a shade, or a tone, it's definitely not a shade. It doesn't look like there's any black in there. It seems to be either a tint or a tone of blue-green. So I'll kind of deal with that. I think it may be a tint, so I'll just figure that out with the white of my paper and my white color pencil and everything. So I said it was kind of blue-green, I think. Yeah, we'll start with that color and then maybe we'll add a little bit of green to it. And then we have to dull it down with some red-orange. And my way of doing this is I always put the complementary color down first. And then that way the actual color will kind of sing out on top. So I'll just do a little bit of red-orange down and see if I can match this color. And it tends to take me a few tries. So a little bit of blue-green. Well, it's actually looks like it's starting to get there, believe it or not. And if I put some blue on top. Good. And you can use your white as kind of a blender just to seal everything together. It doesn't really change the tint or like the lightness of the color, but if you get a little closer, it's actually pretty good. I think it needs a little bit more blue. Yeah, I think we did it. And it's kind of funky, and you know, you do see the individual strokes of the color, but when it comes together and you like pull away, that pretty much matches. And now I'm building kind of my expertise on how to blend colors. So try that out. Try a few different swatches and see how you do with it. See if you can match the colors that are there. Don't just say, oh my God, that's green. I know it's green, you know, and then put down your green. Although that was pretty close, it still doesn't match it quite right. So, you know, for this one, it probably needed a little bit of red to dull it down just slightly. And then I'll probably match it just like that. And now we have a more rich, complex color. See? What's up? I can do this. There we go. See? Just gonna put a little bit more. There we go. Alrighty, so just mess around with them, try to match the colors, and it'll really build your skill with the colored pencils.